almost that resonance again.
Yeah. I wonder if the room has to be in a certain way to do it. There we go, there's some sound.
I think it's more about the shape of the walls, the size of the acoustic cavity, and the frequency on that.
Get out and tape measure. God, I forgot how good the music is. The controller isn't on. Will it register? Yeah, things actually work. So we were talking about using today as kind of an excuse, just as we're playing around, to talk about something you brought up this morning.
Yeah, I sort of semi-regularly now, at least once a month, creeping up though. Wake up in the middle of the night or early or something with just overwhelming anxiety about climate change.
Yeah.
And resolved today to get involved with something I can actually do. Back living in the US, I did some election volunteering, because that is the most important thing there, is just elect politicians who are resolved to do something about it. Less of an issue here, although it's still an issue, presumably.
Yeah, I'm sure that it kind of continues to be an issue at all levels, but I thought I suggested that today we talk about it on stream just because it can feel so powerless. And we have some everyone has beliefs about climate change. We have some unique perspectives in our role as scientists and as people who basically study planets. They happen to be not planets in our solar system mostly. But also, I've certainly been thinking a lot about how we can effectively do this for a while and try to communicate with other people who are thinking about it.
I think what spurred this is that I'm reading a very beautiful book right now called The Snow Leopard by Peter Mathiasson, which is a memoir from, I think, the 1960s about an expedition he took in the Himalayas with a biologist who was there to study a particular type of sheep. And so he and this biologist and the 20 porters who were carrying all their things are hiking up through these mountain passes in sort of early October. And he's reflecting as he walks about how the forests that he passes through and the children that he meets, their future are going to look a lot different than they do now. Like already at this time, Nepal and Tibet are experiencing pretty severe deforestation because there's such demand for firewood for cooking and heating. And he's kind of worrying as he wanders along and writes in his journal that conservation won't achieve any kind of real foothold in time to save some of these biospheres, really.
Yeah.
And just thinking about how the environmental movement has been around for a long, long time, and it's just been so ignored by so many. And there's also just such good reasons that environmental concerns aren't always at the top of everyone's list. Like, how can you tell people living in dire poverty that they can't have firewood? You know, like that's certainly not the place to lay the blame for any of this. And there's no easy villains and there's no easy answers either. Anyway, I was reading that at like 1:30 in the morning, which is not a good recipe for a clean night's sleep. And I woke up early, just couldn't get it off my mind. So, yeah, it's difficult. I remember having a conversation with you, actually, that really changed my thinking about all of this, even though it shouldn't. It's one of those moments where you're like, oh, yes, the sort of the physics and mathematics of this makes sense.
Yeah. Which,
I think we were sitting around a campfire or something at one point, and I was sort of idly reflecting about how, you know, this is burning carbon, this is creating carbon dioxide, and you made a point, like, yeah, but this is part of the sort of biological carbon cycle that's been going on for millions and millions of years. There's sort of this crustal carbon that's recycled through plants and animals and sort of spends some time in the atmosphere and some time as inert wood or plant matter or animal matter. And that's not the problem, because that carbon has been cycling for ages. The problem is that we've dug up these reserves of carbon that weren't cycling in the form of fossil fuels, and now they're in the atmosphere, and there's no easy way to put them back. And that was a moment of, oh yes, there's an accounting here.
Yeah.
That can be done.
It's not just a all burning fuel is bad. It's like greenhouse gases. I might play later on the stream.
Are we still on our home planet?
This is still on the home planet. This was like the last thing I noticed on the home planet that I hadn't really explored. It's just a kind of glowing shape.
Is it? It's not a landing pad. It's not. It's sort of a ruin.
No, it's not really. It doesn't seem very well built for landing pad. Also, I noticed just now. Well, here's the thing.
Oh yeah, is that another one of those finders?
Maybe.
Certainly seems to operate on the same principle.
It's just going on its own accord. I might play later some Surviving Mars on stream, which is about colonising Mars, and I think neither of us. I think people might assume that we're the kind of like, oh, science will fix it, and we can just go.
No,
I think
no,
neither of us are at all like
that.
that.
Yeah.
But I do find it interesting to. This is just a whole thing. Oh look, it does that.
Yeah, that's happening.
It just does it over and over again. So this is a place.
Right.
But in that game, which is quite a carefully thought through what will happen when we try and colonise Mars, they added a DLC recently, which is what I'm playing at the moment, where you greenify Mars, you terraform it, and you do that mostly by by starting to do things like releasing greenhouse gases, because Mars is too cold for plant life. And I think this, in its own way, tells us shows us again that this is something that I try and push a lot. That most systems, even the ones we're scared about, even the ones where we're like, oh, it's all bad, do obey laws of physics and economics, and there's a lot of chaos in there. But things that happen for reasons that make sense, and so filling Mars with greenhouse gases makes sense. It helps warm a place up that's too cold. Ooh, we've got some kind of tablet.
I got an email the other day related to our space line paper. Lunar space elevator paper, I should say. I've resolved to stop calling it the space line.
Yeah, me too.
And it was a very thoughtful, long, well-written email from someone who I think is convinced that Earth is a lot farther gone than I am convinced of.
Yeah. This was the young man.
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
in the Navy.
In the Air Force.
Air Force.
And he basically was writing to say, I fully believe that our only chance is to shift most of Earth industry off planet in the very immediate future. And I don't think I believe that. I understand that point of view. But this is just going along with the point that I actually don't think that sort of sexy space colonization science is going to save us here. I don't think that's... I think anyone who thinks that that's a less effortful plan than let's switch over to renewables is mistaken.
Yeah.
And I think that putting our faith in plans like that has a sort of smacks of delusion in certain ways. Like, I think if we allow ourselves to believe that that's the answer, then we don't hold ourselves accountable to making the changes that matter at the moment.
Yeah. There's a phrase that I've started using a lot since I first came across it. I first came across it in a Lindsay Ellis video about Disney films and how the current trend of remaking a bunch of Disney films they're often kind of correcting some moral faux pas from the past. Oh my god, can I not swim? I don't know if I can swim. Sorry, I'm okay. Stressful. Oh god,
Aren't you sort of a four-eyed frog person?
Yeah, well, I'm like a four-eyed person, but it's kind of rude to assume I'm a frog.
Oh, I thought you were kind of a frog. Yeah, probably rude.
To be a video game, like, person who's being walked around and to be made to walk into, like, water too deep. Anyway, so in this video, which is called...
Can we go through this tube? I think this is a tube.
Yeah, I think this tube might just bring us up from down here.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything here for us at the moment, at least. And so she's talking about Disney redoing its kind of classic movies to be more representative of the morality of now. And she uses this phrase a lot, which, with some condescension.
Condescension?
There we go. Thank you. And I think rightfully so, of lean in as a framework for kind of like, let's correct all the things that we can, given the system as it is. And
let's play by the rules in the most just and fair way possible, when the rules themselves are not fair.
Yeah.
Kind of failing to acknowledge a more fundamental problem.
And she talks a lot about how this has meant that Disney has been able to correct quite a lot of their female protagonist things by being like, oh, but look, the female protagonist can be an industrious young woman, and she can be powerful and have fortitude in her own right, which can all be done in basically the current capitalist framework. It's a patriarchal system, but women can be patriarchs too.
Girl boss, hashtag girl boss, hashtag feminism.
She uses girl boss a lot as a kind of example of this is the end result of this. And then she says...
I know this is not her main point, but it's so patronizing, isn't it? It's just like...
Oh, what, girl boss?
Yeah.
I think that is a big part of her point.
Oh, like, it is, but I think it's a separate point from this. We're not actually addressing the real problems here, but just the idea that it's... Oh, you see this a lot with like merchandise. You'll see mugs that say like boss, and then next to it there's like a mug that says girl boss. These are the two genders.
Oh, choose your fight.
It's so gross, it really is. No, it is a symptom of this exact problem, actually. It's not a separate thing at all.
But she makes a really good point. I think that might have been the place where we found the cave with the scroll earlier. That led to.
You do?
I don't know.
I think it's different. I think it's a different place. Maybe. I don't know.
I would go to a different planet.
Yeah.
I'm still just kind of getting my bearings.
Yeah, me too. Let's take a lap around this planet and just see
if
we can kind of map our way around.
But she makes the point that they can't really address, in more than very small ways, the potential racism in old Disney movies, because that's a deep systemic problem and isn't really... Yeah, that was where
yeah
we went and landed down there.
This fisheye effect is really nice. I can't remember. There's a shocking amount of casual racism in the Disney films, sort of up through the 1960s.
Yeah.
It's like appalling. You watch it and you're like, oh my god, like how did they think this would age well? And the answer is that they just didn't think about it. Like, this was so part of the culture that it wasn't even a question, that you could just slip these slurs and stereotypes in.
A nice small solar system. But my point is just kind of bringing up, because I think this was a really helpful concept to me, to separate out the lean in and the... I don't know if this is a phrase that anyone uses, but lean in and the lean out. The do your best given the system compared to the potentially change the system. So I think that's where the thing crash landed. That's our, like, home base. This is the mountain that we landed in before, and we were just checking it out from there.
There's a couple
where
of
the
sort of icy Kaiser mountains.
Yeah, that's where there was the signs that changed every time you looked away from them.
What about that smaller crater next to it? Did we see
That's where we landed and walked in. So we
I see.
landed in that shallow one and walked through to the deep one.
And that's home.
Yeah.
Great. I think that's everything.
Yeah, I do. I think we've seen all of this place.
Let's see that one.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this might be the one which is terrifying.
Bramble seed.
Terrifying brambles.
I'm ready.
Yeah, dark bramble.
Oh.
I'm going to finish my point about you because I think you know my point. So there's a meaningful way in which we can separate. Oh God, we're going way too fast. Separate problems which... There we go. Which can be solved within the framework of systems as they are, and problems which we have to disrupt the system somewhat to, if we actually want to make any headway in solving the problem. Like, you can make Disney protagonists feminists, and great, that's a really good thing to do, but you can't fix the fact that systemic issues like I'm half transfixed by the planet we're orbiting around.
Oh, it is terrifying.
Yeah.
Is there anywhere to land?
I missed. There's little... Yeah, I think we can probably land on these outer bits. Seems like a bramble at the core. Let's go back.
Do we think it kind of exploded the planet?
Yeah, it looks like it.
It got its roots deep in there and kind of expanded its way.
So, I keep forgetting how we're going to... No, 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 no. Oh God, oh God, oh God. Oh God. Everything's fine.
Yeah, everything's fine.
My ship doesn't sound very happy.
Yeah, but we're gonna die in a supernova pretty soon anyway.
Yeah, true. And that kind of is the fundamental issue with the viewpoint that this young man who got in contact with you was.
This is true.
What do you put on before you go out into space?
Oh yeah, we made that mistake once already.
Is my suit? Is that because I hurt the ship?
Maybe Bramble is back? Oh no.
No, I think maybe I just need to repair some things.
Yeah.
Oh, I broke the headlights.
You
that's
brought the
fine.
headlights down to like 0%. Oh, then you're fixed it. It's fixed now.
Yeah, it's all
That's
fixed.
good.
Gravity 0.4 times, so I should remember not to die. I got kind of all up in the point I'm making, but basically there are things that we can change with systems the way they are at the moment, and there are things where the system is often the cause of the problem, and therefore there's no real way to do the magic better version of it. And that's kind of the difference between planet tours and I was hoping for a nice clean place to launch a scout, but
There will eventually be one. No.
oh, he just got stuck.
Oh, he's stuck.
I mean, I guess I can cautiously...
Are you gonna get stuck?
Oh, quite possibly. No, I think the scout sticks, like, that's actually his thing.
Oh, yeah. I'm very into the Bramble mystery. I think I said this last time, but this is my favorite mystery we've...
That we're yet, like...
Just this strange topological seed where the inside is its own little infinite space.
Yeah. Should we go in?
Yes.
Wait, first I'm just going to pull this guy back.
Yeah.
And see what he sees. Goes through. Still going. There's lights in here. And now he's got stuff.
Kind of looks like our solar system, doesn't it? Oh, let's find this person.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Do you think this is... Yeah, this is the one... We haven't heard this harmonica forever and ever.
Yeah, yeah.
And
then we were hearing it from the north pole of our planet.
We were from inside that bramble seed.
Hello.
I think all the bramble seeds are connected. That's my opinion.
That would make sense.
Also, we're doing some kind of crazy...
So these seem to be the planets.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, do they each have a bramble seed at their core?
Oh, that could be cool. I really like this biz.
I'll land on here. Just running out of fuel. Shall I try? Is this going to come out? Oh look, there's that gaping maw again.
Yeah. In there, that's the one.
A duplicate signal over here.
Yeah, there's something very strange going on. Connections between these things.
Oh wait, maybe I didn't check, but maybe the harmonica's everywhere.
Yeah, I think they were all the harmonica.
Yeah, so.
And we keep going in and out of these, but we keep coming back out. And it keeps getting closer and farther away. This is great. I really like this.
We're quite low on fuel. Yeah. So what we want... Oh, there we go. There's the terrible maw. No, the supernova. Supernova is happening. Hey, buddy.
Feldspar! We found you! Hurry!
No! I think we should probably just go straight back there. Hang out with our dude Feldspar.
Our main man.
Ironic to be talking about Planet B in this game where all the planets are basically pretty livable. Nice gravity, you can just grow some trees on them to terraform them.
Yeah, good plants.
There's this lovely thing from last time where on the moon there's a guy who lives up there and he's just grown little copse of trees and so there's like livable oxygen. Okay, Feldspar, we're coming to get you, buddy. Or, maybe not. Do you reckon I can pilot this in there?
Maybe.
What manner of thing are you? sun sabber.
Deal with that later.
Yeah. We could maybe get them out. Not that it matters, because, you know, it will all go supernova.
I mean, eventually I think we'll probably find a way to stop that from happening, no?
Please slow down, please slow down, please slow down, please slow down, please slow down. I mean, that's the hope, yeah. Yeah, I can think I can pilot it into this.
Yeah, I think so.
This terrible gaping maw.
Well done.
So maybe the red light? What's the red light then?
That might be our star.
Well, there's another. Oh my god!
We weren't expecting that.
That's why you don't go to planet B.
Man, wow, instant death, huh?
Yeah. Oh god, that's almost as bad as in Subnautica, the giant boy.
Salty Pete.
Now, Salty Pete was. I mean, I hate Salty Pete as well. I did not enjoy that game. I mean, I did, but. Alright. I want to read what the log says about all these things that have happened in this planet.
Yes.
And I think maybe we should go in just in the suit. Maybe Salty Pete won't get us.
Well, the anglerfish certainly live in there, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah, 26 kilometers away. I don't know when's a good moment to start slowing down with a thing like this. Maybe in the past.
No.
Wait, this thing has a moon?
Oh, I do.
Should we go check out its moon quickly?
Yeah, let's go to the moon. You want to lock onto that bad boy? Thoughts?
My thoughts are, this is a pretty boring moon.
I mean, that's what we say now. There will probably be some biz.
Let's just check whether it is solid. No, it's not.
Yeah, we should probably go in.
Yeah. It's going to be solid now. We're just going to crash.
Nope.
Hello?
Just go right through it.
Well,
Did
and
we?
then, kind of, and then this thing,
Yeah. Well, we landed on that before.
yeah.
Wait, where is the moon we just went through? Did we dissipate it? Is it gone?
But maybe we just went through one side and then the other. I should probably pay attention to this. What's going on? Yeah, don't worry about the moon.
Sure.
Oh wait, we're leaving the ship.
Just landed. Yeah, landed wherever.
I mean, it kind of doesn't matter, does it?
No.
We're not coming back out. It's good though to do a nice landing.
Yeah.
Oh!
Suit.
Oxygen refill, find a plant. Suit. out. I know how to fly. So it is in theory this one, and I don't trust any of the other ones.
I mean, I think there's plenty of time to explore the other ones.
No, I don't trust that red one. I've been burned before now. Yeah, because I think all the other ones are live anglerfish.
Oh, is that, yeah, that's what the lights are.
Yeah.
I see.
We really fell into that guy's trap.
Yeah.
Then we go through into this space where
Lots of others.
lots of them.
But all fine. Maybe?
Maybe.
I don't believe we really lucked into it the first time.
No, we didn't. What happened was I sent a probe into it and it said that there was a duplicate signal.
Yeah.
So I went and saw where that duplicate signal was coming from. Well, you are deep, my friend.
So how does this connect to the root structure?
Seems like the roots have grown through this guy.
What's that?
So we've got that crystal in our ship.
Oh, maybe the remains of his ship.
Hey, for it looks fine. Oh. Alright. Oh, you have fuel.
Hey, he's just hanging out.
Yeah, fair enough. Seems nice. Trying to do a Mars marathon.
Yeah.
Can I eat it? Or does it have to catch on fire before I can eat it?
He likes them crispy.
Hello.
Who?
Oh, it's cool. He's gone now.
Who?
Right, it is this way that we're supposed to go, isn't it?
I don't remember.
He said follow the tail. No, or follow the hollow vine?
Should we ask him again?
Yeah. Tell me about where to... Flickering light in the fog. Oh yeah, there we go.
I don't love it, I will say. Oh, yeah. Should we repair his shirt for him? Nope.
No.
Well, I think we can get inside this hollow vine then. That's what he was telling us to do.
Does that go somewhere, or is that... No. Yeah, I guess we can go down here without the anglerfish being a concern. Sorry, spacesuit. Okay.
Oh, well, no more fog, though. Did the gravity just change or no?
Yeah, gravity is back on. We're in the middle of something. Quantum fluctuation. Well, there's some, but
Do we have a map? Is there jellyfish?
we still apparently are on... Oh look, the Interloper's on a really eccentric orbit, so it comes through a few times probably before its final descent. I think this is a jellyfish.
Oh yeah, this is a jellyfish. The red jellyfish.
And it seems like... Can we go into it somehow?
Probably from the bottom.
Gravity's still pretty low, so... hello. So these are useful for insulation.
Can we use it to fix the ship or get near the ship?
Maybe. I feel like...
Or could we be here and survive the supernova?
No, surely not. I guess, if we're still around when the supernova glows. So someone else has been here who isn't Feldspar.
No, I think that was a note to himself.
Okay.
I think.
The ship is apparently over there.
I think we should try to ride out the supernova in this thing.
Yeah, I'm in. I have positive. I'm kind of interested to see what's... Oh, maybe we're actually outside of the centre of Dark Bramble here.
Did we make our way out again? Yes, we did, somehow.
Yeah.
Maybe going through the vines allows you to sort of escape the weird spatial effects.
I regret leaving. 3 minutes of oxygen and running out of fuel. So it's kind of just tucked away.
Hmm.
God, who knows if I want to find it again.
You think we can make it back to our ship?
Yeah, I think we pretty could. Oh god, I have no idea where the jellyfish is anymore. Oh, I don't want to run out of fuel in this. I'll find the jellyfish.
We should aim for the ship.
No, it's fine. Everything's going to be fine. Look, there's a orange light. Orange light. Orange light.
Yeah?
Using oxygen as propellant, I think we're going to die.
Not good.
Well, you know. Oh. So that went well.
Let's try it one more time.
Do you want to head back to that one, or...?
I mean, I do want to see what happens if we're in the jellyfish when the supernova goes off. We could do something else first. Maybe
Yeah.
another time.
It's also possible that our log will say something about what the jellyfish does. Every day starts with this explosion.
Should we go see that?
Yeah, actually, you can catch it. So it's heading over that way. That blue thing is what? So it's sort of directly behind us.
I think that's Giant's teeth.
No, it's this little guy.
The explosion?
Yeah, this flew off from that ship.
Oh, it did. Wait, from the planet it flew off?
No, from... Every time we wake up, we see a ship exploding.
Oh, I thought we were seeing like a lightning storm on a planet.
What are you? No. It's officially leaving the solar system to... Yeah, it's making me come back. Right. Let's see what the log says. I presume the ship will fly itself. That's probably a good sound. So jellyfish are useful for insulation of electricity, so maybe that's how we can get to the centre of the water planet.
Yeah, I thought this was what we were seeing when we woke up.
fine. Everything's fine. So there seems to be something orbiting it.
Hmm?
Yeah. It's this guy. Okay, so someone's in the middle of it. God, it's hard to fly this thing sometimes. No, I'm going completely the wrong direction. I lock onto that thing. Oh, is that another one? Come back!
Why don't you wait for it to come around again?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I think it was something orbiting this planet that blew up. There we go. Looks like a ship. And it also looks like we can go into it.
Hmm.
Do you want to try it?
Sure.
Yeah, I don't think we're going back to our ship now.
So that's like the blue stuff we saw in the cave. It's not our ship. It's not our technology, I mean.
Yeah, true.
That's quite beautiful.
Okay. Kind of observing dome. Which door? That looks like number 1, so we should try that.
Sure.
Okay. This feels larger, maybe, than the ship we were just orbiting. It's got plants. It's got... Whoa! It's got things that change the gravity. It's got this big pipe. This is the thing, like the thing we saw on... God, what is going on in this world? We saw something like this on our
Is that
planet.
a model of the ship we're in now?
Yeah, it looks like it. Are we zooming in, or is it a different model? Oh, it fired something. And then fell apart. So that's what we saw happen. Oh, no. So it's a probe cannon. Multiple launches detected. So it fired a probe outside of the solar system, which is the thing we tried to chase and didn't catch.
Do you think that was everybody bailing on the solar system because it's about to explode?
Possibly. I want to see if there's some writing in this one as well. So let's see. Does it just turn around or does it do something? Oh, here's some writing. Quest launch probe received from Ash Twin Project. Oh god, this is somewhere there on Ash Twin. Guys, this is the weirdest way to keep a black box.
That's the big one now.
Yeah, but I think that's the remains of the probe cannon. Oh, so the tracking module is gone. Let's go see what's at the centre of this room. Launch module, projection stone. Well, no, I'll stand here for them to do it. Okay. What? What?
Wait, that's...
Everything in the room is, like, freaking out. Now it's back to normal?
Yeah, we were watching a projection of what happened before, I think. Can we actually see it, though?
Sure. There's another stone over there.
We look up at the glowing thing. The yellow.
What? What? Oh, we're flying around the room. Oh, I see, we're flying around through the through the statue. I don't really understand. That looks like this room in disarray. But we're currently in this room.
Yeah,
So-
I think we were watching a recording or something that happened.
Why would things like fix themselves in the past, I guess is my question.
I think they launched it off at the eye.
Yes. You guys. So let's see what's on the So now we're in Giant's Deep. Oh, but I'm not allowed to walk away from. Oh god. So it's looking like there might be one of these at the centre of every planet. presumably this also has some notes attached to it. Oh, so it must have been another station we were looking at. The one which had the plants flying about and everything. Do we know where the construction yard is?
No, but maybe something to do with the ash twin project.
Yeah.
Shall we go explore the other two?
Yeah. So that was thing number 1. Thing number 2. Oh, it's just been damaged. Well, thanks, game, for just like encouraging me to launch a scout through the hole. Oh, that may be where we were seeing.
Hmm.
No, oh, we could possibly get there from outside. Yeah, I think we could. And there was a projection stone in there.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's see what this third one is
Yeah.
about first.
It's an easy way to get outside. So this is the cannon itself. Probe tracking module. Hey, plant.
Wait, what did the... No.
Oh no, what? So we can't get the data? No, we could probably get the data.
We can get the data.
Yeah, we'll just get the data. I'll just put it into here and then we'll project the data.
If I were them, I would simply get the data. This is where we just were.
No, it isn't.
No?
No, that statue was not where we just were. So where do we think the probe tracking module is? It's at the centre of a big lightning storm. With maybe a route.
Do you think this is the third thing that we couldn't get to? Because the control module was the one that was undamaged, so that's where we were.
So somehow I managed to pick this up through the
That's good.
through the thing. Let's see if this is anything.
I don't know which one, can't remember which one we're in now, but the probe tracking one might be the one that's completely gone.
Oh no, we've got this one. I think it might have been a bug that I was able to pick this up. So there's another stone in here. Not the one I just put down, I think. Isn't there? Okay, so the gravity changey roundy things are actually broken in here. So I think the tracking station is somewhere. Maybe the tracking station is the third part? It seems to have just broken off.
Totally gone.
Maybe it's fallen into the planet.
Yeah, probably. So we're surrounded by electricity.
Should we, given that, life's short, and therefore people should stunt it? God, I'm not doing a good job of not flying away from this thing. The remaining fuel, let's see what happens in the planet. I'm not going to make a drop matching the velocity. I guess because we're on an eccentric orbit. That seems fine. Yeah, it seems
Oh, hell, there's cyclones going on.
fine in here, and then look, there's
Oh, yeah. It's good.
oh,
Jellyfish!
Jelly boy. Don't have any fuel though.
Yeah, that's fine. Just 3 minutes oxygen.
No oxygen apparently. I'm just swimming.
Yeah, just swim it up. Do you think there's plants on that island?
That's a cyclone.
There was an island, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was. My new idea is to not crash land on alien planets throughout the ship. Let's see what happens in a cyclone. It's probably good. Yeah, that looks like it's going to be good. And maybe we can't get into it.
You go under it?
I'm trying. I am fuelless. Oh wait, is my fuel 100%? No. Okay. Using the oxygen as fuel. Oh no, it just doesn't work underwater.
Mm.
Oh well, guess I may as well asphyxiate. So what do we know? How you doing?
I'm good. I think I'm tired. I'll call it a day.
Okay. Do we want to talk any more about thinking about active climate change?
Just to say anything. I would like to see what this explosion is. Oh, you're right. I thought that was just an electrical storm on the planet.
So it is the moment that we wake up that thing is, that everything is kind of tied to. Let's see if anybody else knows about this. I guess I wanted to say, before we do, hey buddy. Oh, it's great. I'm sorry, I've broken your toy. Oh, it's cool, you made it. Oh, you want me to fly into these ones? Oh, it's terrible, my friend. I'm sorry. Master pilot. Just to kind of finish up on the concept of what we can effectively do, I'm going to just wander up to the observatory and talk to the guys there. I think we agree that no one is really acting on their morality, even when they're acting, well, especially when they're acting like as a corporation in a way that's bad for the climate. I don't really think that corporations can act on any morality. I think they just act on what is profitable. And so to make any changes about what we're doing about the climate, we have to change what is profitable, much more than we have to change like our expectations of like, this is a good thing we do. There's not that much to be gained from too much moralising on the subject. Oh, hey, they're both here. Al and Hornbells. No, this guy doesn't seem to So I guess for me, the idea of effective climate change action is to either find ways to make poor climate action more expensive for corporations, which is kind of the Extinction Rebellion tactic at its most logical, like let's make life hard for these people, or to find ways to make positive climate action cheaper and more profitable. And I think that's the one. That's certainly the more positive one, the one that people won't necessarily push back on. You're giving rather than taking away. And that's maybe the one that groups of people like here at Cambridge may well have the collective knowledge and interest to do. So we've got these gravity balls. Oh, we never translated this. And then this must be the eye of the universe that they're looking for. What's this? Oh, these are the things that are making gravity go a particular way. This dude. Kind of hope that coming and talking to them would, at least the Astronomer Royal, or whatever his name is, seems perfectly willing to accept that we go back and forward in time. Alright, should we stop here? I think that will stop.
I don't think we want to reset because we told them that film's hard.
Yeah. It really feels like the interloper might be the eye of the universe. In that case, if we're not resetting, I'll see if I can find a place to quickly die. Goodbye, cool world. Oh,
Dark.
yeah. Alright, I suppose we'll leave it there.